welcome to Live from Studio B. I'm Kat Brady.
And I'm Eliot Fish, and as you can see, we're not actually in Studio B again today.
Well, that's because Eliot prefers D's to B's. Just look at his report card.
Or my personal life.
So, we understand people are still registering for classes.
And some of the classes you want might be full already. So we found some classes you can have to as backups.
For example, Religion 573, Scientology for the easily persuaded.
Clickbait 433, professors hate this class.
FarmersOnly.com, doing work and getting plowed.
Gay 109, Dad, I'm gay.
Also, Dad 109, son, me and your father love you no matter what.
Love that one. Bar 676, baristaing for art history majors.
It's useful. Poll 300, conflict in the Middle East, an Icelander's perspective.
Taking responsibility for your actions, the OJ method.
I don't think he's learned to do that yet. BUB 101, bubbles are fun.
Also, BUB 202, bubbles are fun, privilege.
Environmental Studies / Republican 100, climate doesn't kill people, people kill people.
Bernie 99, the study of the top 2% of the top 10% of the top 99% of Americans.
Communications 511, sliding into DMs.
And Astronomy 322, Intro to Astrology.
That's a lot. Well, if you can't find a class within these, you might as well give up.
You don't need to take a news class, though, because we've got you covered.
We do.
Oh, yeah.
So Denver police have forgotten about people in their custody overnight 3 times this year. Well, with all illegal marijuana lying around, it's about to happen.
Also, it's official. Weed has been sent into space. This gives a whole new meaning to getting high. Osama bin Laden was an anime fan and played pirated Naruto games. His favorite character was Nine Wives Fox.
What?
It's just, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay, nerd. Nutella fans everywhere are freaking out because a change in recipe will make the color of Nutella lighter. Damn, first the White House, now Nutella.
Oh. A 19-year-old Illinois man held up a hot dog stand. He accidentally shot himself in the penis and was taken to Christ Hospital. We found it, guys. The joke that doesn't need a punchline.
German zoo court rules that zoos can't let kids swim with crocodiles anymore. Well, I hope that zoo isn't letting kids anywhere near crocs because those shoes are an absolute danger to society. A man was confirmed by Senate to serve as a federal judge in Alabama despite never having tried a case.
Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense.
There's more. He was rated as not qualified by the American Bar Association.
Well, then how did he get...
And he's only practiced law for 3 years.
What?
Also, he's shown a level of partisanship unlike any other candidate.
Wait.
And he blogged about Hillary Rotten Clinton and pledged support for the NRA.
Well, hopefully he's only on the bench for like a year, right?
He's been approved for a lifetime on the bench.
Oh, wow. So 2 new governors were elected, Phil Murphy and Ralph Northam.
Yeah, and their elections have been somewhat controversial, but we decided that we need to get these 2 governors, we need to know them better.
Yeah,
So,
and we also need to make fun of them.
for example, governor and dad who insists on giving you the talk every time to go out, Phil Murphy.
Governor and guy who says shucks when people mock him, Phil Murphy.
Governor and dad who cheers for the wrong team at his son's sporting events, Phil Murphy.
Governor and man who is the definition of you're doing fine, honey, Phil Murphy.
And lastly, governor and frontrunner for Rufus in the live-action Kim Possible movie, Phil Murphy. Next, we have a new Virginia governor, Ralph Northam.
Governor and Sears stock photo, Ralph Northam.
Governor and man who wants to talk about God for a minute, Ralph Northam.
Governor and guy who goes to high school baseball games for the sport, Ralph Northam.
Governor and guy whose only black friend is Obama, Ralph Northam.
It's like Joe Biden. Governor and discount mattress store owner, Ralph Northam.
Governor and man whose eyebrows speak for themselves, Ralph Northam.
Governor and guy who is trying to bring back denim, Ralph Northam.
So there's speculation that New Jersey could be the next state to legalize marijuana.
Huh? So that's why Phil Murphy looks like that.
He looks happy. Moving on to another person in government, let's take a look at Roy Moore. He's our a-hole of the week.
So amid all the sexual assault allegations this week against Louis C.K. to George Takei, people may have missed that a man running for Senate allegedly groped a 14-year-old girl.
This isn't just any candidate. This is Roy Moore, a man who could have easily won the title of A-hole of the week without this happening. Moore was kicked out of the Alabama Supreme Court twice for being too conservative in Alabama.
He has said many times the law of the land in the U.S. should not be the Constitution, but the Ten Commandments, which makes a lot more sense now considering thou shalt not sexually assault a 14-year-old is not a commandment. So under his law, he'd be fine.
Moore is the most far-right man in the country right now. He makes Donald Trump look like a communist. He thinks that, I know, he thinks that gays are evil. That's gays, but pedophiles are fine. But of course, you're probably thinking, oh, it's just a report, it could be false.
Fake news.
Well, fake news. But here's the thing, the Washington Post got 30 interviews corroborating the story.
And if that's not enough, if the Post is too fake news for you, let's go to Hannity, Sean Hannity, where Moore said, and I quote, "I don't remember dating any girl without their mom's permission." He admitted it. He literally admitted he slept with underage girls. Having their mom's permission does not make it okay.
The age of consent law doesn't have some fine print that says, oh, but if their mom says it's cool to bang my 14-year-old girl, then go right ahead.
But all you decent people now must be thinking, at least we caught this early. Now he can drop out of the Senate race and Roy Moore can fade into obscurity. Nope. Moore has already made money off the allegations. He's running no matter what. No matter how disgusting he is, he's not dropping out. And normally that would mean he'd lose.
But this is Alabama, a state where a Republican child molester can beat a Democrat.
Before the allegations, Moore was only up 6 points to his challenger, Doug Jones.
Now we get to see how much America cares about character over politics. Is groping a 14-year-old girl worth 6 points in the polls? Because if not, then I think we've reached a new low. Yeah. All right, we're going to head to commercial, but we'll be right back.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Next, we have a very special guest for all of you. He was an advice columnist for a while, but he wants to transition into doing stuff on air. This is a man who the Dalai Lama said taught him everything he knows. Please welcome Dean Ryder.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Dean.
Okay. Hey.
All right.
How you guys doing?
Hi.
All right. Well, hi everyone. Hi guys. I'm Dean Ryder. You may know me as the stunt double who worked on critically acclaimed projects like Friends, season 1 through 8 and 10. Not going to talk about season 9 here. Madagascar and that upcoming Madagascar live-action remake in theaters December 25th. Get your tickets now. People have called me the hotter, more successful George Clooney. He's He's all right, but he's no David Schwimmer, let me tell you. I am here right now to give advice to the people. This is Ride or Die. Got my intro solo. You gotta have an intro solo.
There's no music, Dean.
It's key. It's key.
Okay.
It's a little pro tip for you guys. Our first question comes from Lisa in Austin, Texas. Did you know that Texas comes from a Native American word that means friendship? In which case, howdy, friend. Lisa asks, Dear Dean, how do I balance all the things going on in my life? I'm feeling overwhelmed with work, school, and my new relationship. Sincerely, Lisa. Well, Lisa, that was pretty damn sincere. It's a great question. How do you level out this teeter-totter we call life? Well, let me tell you, I'm no expert, but all I can tell you is what I've learned this week from watching the greatest film involving two redheads I've ever seen. That's right, guys. The Parent Trap. You see, you gotta act like your own twin. So that way, when things are going wrong, when life's throwing a line at you, there's just double the you. On that same note, if you can't create a twin, then organizing your life, cutting out the things that are causing you stress, that might do the trick. But magically finding your own twin, probably a lot easier. That's what Lindsay Lohan and that other redhead taught me. On to our next writer. Our next question, let's see. Ooh, it comes from Patrick in Tallahassee, Florida. Let's see. Dear Dean, the other day I had poor service at my local Outback Steakhouse. I decided to not leave a tip. I was complaining about the service later to my friends, and they said I still should have left a tip. Are they right? Patrick. Well, Patrick, I'm no expert, but I can say those friends are about as right as I am, and I'm left-handed. If I learned one thing from my brief tenure as a Catholic school nun, negative reinforcement, it's not the best option. It's the only option. However, your friends do make a good point. Wait staff have long, demanding shifts, and they get paid less than minimum wage. They commonly pool their tips, so others might be suffering for this one person's wrongdoing. The words of David Schwimmer, we are the 99%, and we've got to stick together.
I don't think he said...
Let's move on to the next brave soul.
All right.
Ooh, this last question comes from Liam in Vancouver, Canada. So I'd like to take this moment to say aloha to all our Canadian brothers and sisters. Wonder what's troubling this poor knucklehead. Liam asks, Dear Dean, I'm in a relationship right now and things are going great. See, guys? Perfect. Already solved. Oh,
I think, yeah.
there's more. Oh, you're right. There is a problem. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. A girl that I go to school with keeps trying to flirt with me. She's clearly interested, but doesn't realize I have a girlfriend. How do I let her know without being a jerk? Well, Liam, sounds like you've got yourself a gotta get your goat before you can milk it situation. Now listen, guys, I'm no expert, but I can tell you this solution falls somewhere in the vicinity of don't ask, don't tell. Honesty is the best policy. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. You get me? You get me?
No, I've...
Let me
no
clarify.
Quite
All right.
literally don't get anything.
Well, get ready. You gotta be true to yourself, but you also have to afford her that respect she deserves. Growing up in a household like mine, you learn two key things. One, a Dutch braid is infinitely more difficult to execute than a French braid, especially when your sister's freaking out about her prom date. And respect goes a long way. Be honest and upfront with her, but make it clear that you want to remain friends, and I'm sure that the chickens will come home to roost. Now, guys, that's all we have. Thank you all for submitting your questions. Remember, 80% of all college students change their major, but 100% of all people can change their mind. Until next time, you guys, keep on riding.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Dean. Thank you. All right. Yeah.
Dean Ryder, everybody.
Okay. Some great advice and some terrible advice there from Dean Ryder.
Don't really know what I took away from that, but all right. So this week the crew had a little bit of drama happen. I really don't think it was a big deal.
It was more than a little bit of drama.
All right, potato, potato. But apparently we were being filmed the whole time while it was happening. So let's take a look at what goes on behind the scenes of Live from Studio B with Real Housewives of Studio B.
So, I'm going on a trip this week, going to Bermuda, get a little sun before the holidays. And since the show would fall apart without me, Josh decided to cancel. He's just such a f***ing sweetie.
So Josh told me that since Kat is gone this week, I get to host the show with Little Fish Face. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this for ever.
So Josh called the other day and said I was going to be hosting with the Little Ned. I mean, how exciting is that?
Oh my god, that's fantastic. I know, Hannah. Isn't that fantastic? Are you kidding? Yeah, it's gonna be so exciting.
It'll be exciting, alright.
Kat is gonna be I can't believe that Josh did that. He knows how fragile Kat's ego is. Although, on the bright side, at least I won't be in Allegra's shadow anymore. And trust me, that thing is huge.
So, today's the day. We're off to the airport to go to Bermuda. This trip is going to be so much fun.
Kat asked me if I could drive to the airport. I am so honored. It's like driving the Queen to Buckingham Palace. The only thing that can make this better is if Allegra and Mackenzie be here too. I just love those girls so much.
Yeah, she was the only one out of the whole cast that was available to drive me. I know.
Kat, it's Josh.
Hello?
Hey, Kat.
Oh, hey, Josh, sweetie. How are ya?
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Kat, listen, where'd you put your mic from last show? We need it for Allegra tomorrow.
What the Take me home right now.
On it.
These is set me up.
Yeah, those set her up. If Allegra and Mackenzie see this, I just want to say that I am so sorry. I don't think you
You think you can just do this show without me?
You're supposed to be gone, okay? I'm just conducting the meeting. You're supposed to be gone.
You're taking my co-host. He is mine. You can't just take him away from me. He and I have been together for 4 years.
You know what, miss? I can take it from you all I want. Because you're supposed to be in the
God, calm down, will ya?
I knew they were crazy, but not that crazy.
Oh my God, Hannah.
First, you take Julian from me, and now you're taking Eliot.
Help!
You didn't know his name! Oh my God! Down everything! He's like, what to do? He took the, oh my God, down. Get the out of my face!
I can't believe that Josh told Kat I was hosting the show. I was so close to hosting with Elmo, or whatever the hell his name is. She's such a drama queen.
Yeah, I'm off, but at least I showed Josh that I won't be replaced.
I just hope and pray that this family can reunite.
It's okay. It's just not fair, you know? And all this work. I just can't believe it.
Oh, Kat, sweetie. I am so sorry that Allegra is such a
I just don't understand how you could do something like this to me. This is my show. This show would be nowhere without me.
You're so right, Kat. You're a star. You know what? You don't deserve this. You should talk to Josh. You should get her fired.
I should. I think I'm gonna do that.
Perfect.
Thanks, sweetie. You're the best.
Love ya. Oh, Allegra, sweetie. I am so sorry that Kat is such a
It's not my fault. I mean, she's horrible. What are you gonna do, horrible people?
I know. Honey, you are a star. And you don't deserve to deal with this. You know what? You should talk to Josh. You should get her fired.
You know what?
The two main girls at Studio B are fighting, and every segment besides mine is gonna be a train wreck. Tragic.
Mackenzie, I don't know if this is right. I don't think you should be doing this. We are a family. We should not be splitting apart. We should be coming together.
Hannah, I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't see anything. Right? Right?
All right, so maybe it was more dramatic of a week than I had thought, but
Yeah.
we got through it. Anyway, we'll be right back after these commercials with our last guest of the episode, Andrés Laguna, official U100 tour guide.
An unofficial cat juggler.
I don't think that he actually is a...
I made it up.
All right,
I liked
we're going to
it.
go to commercial.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with our final guest of the episode, Andrés Laguna, a U100 tour guide. Thank you so much for coming.
No, thank you guys for having me here.
Yeah,
Of course, yeah. We're excited to talk with you.
So, as a tour guide, what's like the strangest thing that's ever happened to you when giving a tour of the university?
Well, I'm not sure if this is a strange thing, but you know, sometimes parents just ask you weird questions about the social scene of campus, and then you just have to be really, I guess, diplomatic about it. Although, you know, with the years, you just get more honest, maybe not care as much anymore. So, you know, I just tell them, yeah, we do have a social scene like in any college campus, and I'm 21 now, so I can tell them what I really do, I guess, if I go to bars or something. So, yeah.
Yeah. My mom asked if you can make friends with nerds there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
She was concerned about Eliot.
Oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry.
He's still working on
Part
it.
of the job to, you know, reassure the parents all the time.
Yeah, of course.
So, when you give tours, do you tour Studio B and talk about our show a lot, or do you save it for the end, beginning? Where do we fall?
And how many times do you mention my name, and do you put a prefix in front of it? Is it like King Eliot Fish? Like, what's the...
Well, I say Mr. Fish. I know that's not up.
So you're saying you mentioned me in tours?
Absolutely. I mean,
Oh, good.
late night Studio Beats, you know, staple of Syracuse University.
It's live.
It's live.
It's live from Studio
Absolutely.
B.
I do mention that.
Sorry,
and,
I didn't mean that.
Clearly a
It's
staple.
just, I mean, get it right or don't say it at all.
you know, we do, when we come through Newhouse, we do see food.com, and then I give them a sneak peek like, hey, that's OTN right there. Live from Studio B.
Nice.
Mr. Fish.
Yeah.
Greatest
Sure.
guy. Of course.
Cat Brady, sort of his
Cat-
protege.
yeah.
Whatever.
The queen.
Yeah, queen.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Queen Brady.
We're super humble.
Yeah.
So, seriously, when you do like give tours, what are like? I mean, I'm sure, like you said, parents express concerns, but are you ever on a tour and you see like somebody that you know, like that doesn't realize that you're giving a tour, and they're like, "Oh my God, man! Like I can't believe what we did last night." Like, does it ever get like really weird?
Well, I haven't had that particular instance happening. However, you do see people all the time just yelling at you, whatever nonsense they may think at the moment. The classic one is happy birthday. Everyone's going to wish you happy birthday on the tour, but you know, I decided to embrace it. Because, you know, parents, they visit many schools on, let's say, a given weekend, and they see tour guides in all schools, you know, just receiving happy birthday wishes all the time. But I actually embrace it and say, yes, it's my birthday. And then we take like a minute for them to sing me happy birthday. I just enjoy that. So
So it sounds like you're just geting free birthday songs out of this deal.
absolutely. And sometimes they want to buy me like birthday cakes and stuff. And, you know,
What a gig.
yeah. So
So I have a question
I'm not
about
complaining.
the name U100, right? What does that mean? Like, is it like a check-in? Like, hey man, how you feeling about U85, U90, U100? Like,
Well, that's short for University 100, and it goes, you know, we're 100 tour guides on campus, and we're all one university, so it's kind of like the abbreviation for it.
I'm sure you guys are also always keeping it 100 though, so that's a plus.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're actually gonna play a game with you and test your knowledge as to how much you actually know about this university, because you guys kind of have to know a lot.
Yeah,
So
hope
we're
my
gonna-
boss is not watching.
So we're gonna read you a couple of facts about the university, and you have to tell us if they are true or false.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right, ready? So true or false, there is a secret society of bellmasters.
There is. They're called the Shine Masters, and you can actually tweet them, and they'll play any song you want.
You're correct.
it's a true or false game, so if you could just say one of I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you. True or false, the student code of conduct states that fighting words are a violation.
That's very specific, so I want to say no. That's false.
Ah, I'm so sorry, it's actually true.
Oh,
Wow, you're gonna
wow.
lose your job.
Yeah.
I know. Oh.
All right, true or false, the kissing bench is actually filmed 24/7.
False. Isn't that like an invasion of privacy?
I mean, it was false until I got here, so.
I have a lot of concern.
True or false, every year film students are given the option. Sorry. Every year film students are given the option to make a shot-for-shot remake of Stand By Me down by the train tracks for their capstone.
False.
I love the question mark at the end of that. Like, I hope it's false.
Yeah, it's false.
Good.
It's okay, Elliot's gonna lose his job after this episode too.
We both are.
True or false, a brick from the physics building was destroyed by a laser.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
You knew that very quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We talk about it a lot.
Wait, how?
It's one of the fun facts they give you on like the tour guide.
No, I mean,
handbook.
not how do you talk about it, like how is it destroyed, do you know?
Oh, I know.
Who has it? Where do I get my hands on this laser?
True or false, the Abe Lincoln statue on campus actually contains some of the ashes of Abe Lincoln under it.
Oh, I wish that was true, but it's false.
Same.
It'd be so fun though.
Yeah.
Pretty lit. True or false, if you save Bursar's office 3 times before applying for classes, they'll actually put a hold on your account.
False.
It feels true though.
I know, right? Don't you check like all the time before registration,
It's
like
like
5 minutes
advising
before?
hold,
Oh,
major
yeah.
hold,
Yeah. Oh, God.
hold.
True or false, Syracuse University students' tiers actually outperform the yearly rainfall percentage here.
True.
We don't have a definitive answer, but
Yeah,
we
we
believe
have
it.
no idea. We think it's true there.
As students, we're under the impression, yes.
And your final question.
What kind of orange is Otto? This is multiple choice.
Ooh.
Mandarin, Florida, tangerine, or clementine?
I've hugged him before, so I can feel his texture. So I'm gonna say a clementine.
Okay, that's a little weird. It's actually a trick question. He's actually our mascot, okay? He isn't even edible.
Oh, true.
You
True.
clearly know nothing.
I know. I'm a bad tour guy. Suck.
No, you're doing great. Thank you so much for being
you
with
so
us
much for
and
coming.
playing
Thank you
our
guys for
game
inviting me.
and
This was so
dealing
fun.
with our shenanigans.
Andrés, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that is enough from us here at Studio D, live from Studio B, we know. Tune in to our last and final episode of the semester on December 3rd. That's it for us, you guys. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks, everybody.